Wide shot, harsh overhead fluorescent lighting. A man stands in front of his closet, pulling out the same faded t-shirt he's worn 100 times before. He doesn't see it yet, the slow destruction happening right in front of the mirror. Most men think a t-shirt is just a t-shirt. Cotton. Sleeves. Done. They're wrong, dead wrong, and it's costing them respect, opportunities, and the quiet confidence that comes from knowing you look like you have your life together. The t-shirt is the foundation of casual style. Get it wrong, and everything built on top collapses. This isn't about fashion, this is about the silent signals you're broadcasting every single day. People don't see comfortable old shirt. They see gave up. They see doesn't care anymore. They see a man who's let himself go, even if everything else in your life is immaculate. Oversized t-shirt hanging like a deflated parachute, hiding any trace of shoulder structure, sleeves drooping past elbows. Right side, properly fitted shirt, shoulder seams hitting exactly at the shoulder point, sleeves ending mid-bicep. The oversized disaster makes you look 20 pounds heavier and 10 years older. Your body disappears. Your presence shrinks. You become shapeless background noise in a world that rewards sharp edges and clean lines. But here's what breaks men's brains: the opposite is equally destructive. Too tight. Fabric stretched across your chest like shrink wrap, every curve on full display. This isn't athletic, this is desperation masquerading as fitness. Tight close-up on strained fabric, pulling across stomach, creating horizontal stress lines. The message you're sending isn't "I work out." It's "I bought this shirt 10 years and 20 pounds ago and refuse to admit reality." The second killer mistake lives in your collar. Slow zoom on neckline. That stretched out, bacon-waved collar that's lost all structure and dignity. It frames your face like a surrender flag. A destroyed collar announces carelessness before you open your mouth. It says you don't pay attention to details, that you're okay with good enough, that standards are negotiable. Then there's fabric quality, the invisible assassin. Extreme close-up showing fabric weave. Cheap, thin cotton that becomes transparent under any light, revealing undershirts, skin, everything you want concealed. Quality fabric has weight, substance, opacity. When you wear tissue paper cotton, you're not saving money, you're advertising that you shop based on price tags, not value. Close up on pilling fabric, those tiny balls of fiber that make any t-shirt look like it survived a war. This is textile decay in real time, visible evidence of neglect and poor quality. And here's the mistake that destroys everything else: wearing faded, washed out colors that look like they've been through 3 decades of laundry cycles. Dull, lifeless fabric that drains vitality from your appearance. Full body shot, natural lighting. A man wearing a faded burgundy t-shirt that's now closer to sad pink. The color degradation makes him look washed out, tired, older than his years. But there's a path forward. There's a system that transforms the t-shirt from liability to weapon. It starts with understanding one fundamental truth: fit is non-negotiable, quality is non-negotiable, and maintenance is non-negotiable. The solution isn't complicated, but it requires you to abandon comfort zone thinking. Slow pan across a curated selection of premium t-shirts in classic colors: white, black, navy, charcoal, olive. Start with shoulder seams. This is the foundation of proper fit. The seam must, not should, must align exactly with your shoulder's edge where it begins to slope downward. Tight close-up on shoulder seam placement. 1 inch too far down and you look like you're drowning in fabric. 1 inch too high and you look like you borrowed your teenage son's shirt. Sleeve length follows a specific rule: the hem should end halfway between your shoulder and elbow. Not at the elbow, not above mid-bicep. Halfway. This creates visual proportion that enhances arm structure. Body length is equally precise. Full body profile shot. The t-shirt's hem should end where your back pocket begins, roughly 2 to 3 inches below your belt line. Too long and you look shorter, heavier, sloppy. Too short and you risk exposing skin when you move, a visual disaster that screams wrong size to everyone watching. Fabric weight matters more than most men realize. Premium t-shirts typically range from 180 to 220 GSM grams per square meter. Anything below 160 GSM is transparency waiting to happen. Close-up on fabric texture. Quality cotton has a tight, consistent weave. You should feel substance when you touch it: weight, structure, durability. This isn't optional luxury, this is fundamental requirement. Color selection follows psychological rules. Navy and charcoal are authority colors, they command presence without aggression. White is versatility personified but demands immaculate maintenance. Black is power when fresh, defeat when faded. Olive and burgundy are advanced moves, they work for men with confidence and skin tones that complement earth tones. Gray is the workhorse, the reliable foundation that pairs with everything. Now we enter the invisible territory where most men fail without knowing they're failing. Extreme close-up on collar stitching, the reinforced area that determines whether your t-shirt maintains dignity or dissolves into chaos. The collar must have internal reinforcement, a hidden tape or ribbed structure that prevents stretching. Without this, gravity and repeated washing will destroy the neckline within months. Rule 1 of maintenance: never hang t-shirts on hangers. The shoulders stretch from hanging weight will deform the shape, creating hanger bumps and shoulder distortion that broadcasts carelessness. Top-down view of proper folding technique. Fold in thirds vertically, then in half horizontally. This creates a compact rectangle that maintains shape and prevents center creasing. Rule 2: wash inside out in cold water. Heat is fabric's enemy, it accelerates fading, destroys elasticity, and causes shrinkage. Inside-out washing protects the exterior from friction and color degradation. Never use fabric softener on quality t-shirts. It coats fibers with chemicals that reduce breathability and attract lint. The temporary softness isn't worth the long-term fabric destruction. Rule 3: air dry or use lowest heat setting. Close-up of t-shirt on drying rack. High heat crystallizes cotton fibers, creating brittleness and accelerating wear. Patience preserves investment. The armhole construction is an invisible detail that separates premium from mediocre. Proper armholes should allow full range of motion without excess fabric bunching under your arms. Side angle showing arm movement. Too tight and you can't raise your arms without the entire shirt lifting. Too loose and fabric pools underneath, creating visual bulk and discomfort. Rule 4: own multiples of what works. When you find a t-shirt that fits perfectly, brand, size, specific model, buy 3. Manufacturers change cuts without warning, leaving you stranded when your perfect shirt dies. The hem stitching reveals quality instantly to anyone who knows what they're looking at. Extreme close-up on hem. Single needle stitching creates a clean, flat finish. Double needle is standard but creates slight bulk. Fabric hand feel separates premium from garbage. Quality cotton should feel smooth but not slippery, substantial but not stiff. If it feels like sandpaper or plastic, walk away regardless of price. Rule 5: inspect before you buy. Hands examining t-shirt against light. Check for transparency, uneven weave, loose threads, inconsistent stitching. 1 minute of inspection saves months of regret. The side seams should run straight from armhole to hem without twisting. Twisted seams indicate poor construction. The shirt will never hang correctly and will rotate around your body throughout the day. Pilling prevention starts at purchase. Tightly twisted yarns resist pilling better than loosely spun cotton. This is why cheap t-shirts pill after 3 washes. Rule 6: rotate your rotation. Don't wear the same t-shirt twice in 1 week. Fabric needs recovery time between wears. This extends life and maintains shape far better than constant use. Wide shot transitioning through seasons. Summer demands lightweight breathable cotton 150 to 180 GSM. The heat makes fabric weight a functional requirement, not just preference. Lighter fabric prevents sweat accumulation and maintains comfort. Winter transforms the t-shirt into a layering foundation. Heavier weight cotton 200 to 220 GSM provides insulation under jackets and sweaters while maintaining structure. The t-shirt becomes invisible infrastructure supporting your entire outfit. Casual weekend context requires different thinking than professional casual. T-shirt with jeans and clean sneakers. Right, same t-shirt with chinos and leather boots. Same foundation, different elevation. The professional casual environment, client meetings, creative offices, smart restaurants, demands pristine condition above all else. A perfectly fitted, immaculately maintained t-shirt in premium fabric earns respect in contexts where suits feel overdone. Color selection adapts to occasion. Navy and charcoal communicate authority in professional settings. Olive and burgundy work for creative environments. White demands context, brilliant in summer casualness, risky in situations involving food or outdoor activity. pairing your t-shirt with different fabric textures creates visual depth. Cotton t-shirt with wool trousers, cotton with denim, cotton with technical fabric texture contrast prevents monotony. A footwear transforms the t-shirt's message completely. Clean white sneakers say approachable and contemporary. Leather boots add gravitas and maturity. Loafers inject sophistication. The t-shirt is neutral, footwear provides direction. Rule 7 for application: one statement piece maximum. If your t-shirt is bold, unusual color, texture, or subtle pattern, everything else stays neutral. Two statement pieces creates visual noise and confusion. The fit test happens in movement, not stillness. Raise your arms overhead, shirt shouldn't ride up excessively. Bend forward, fabric shouldn't pull tight across shoulders. Twist side to side, no restriction. Grooming amplifies or destroys the t-shirt effect. Perfect t-shirt with unkempt beard and messy hair, the disconnect destroys credibility. Right, same t-shirt with trimmed beard and styled hair, coherent presentation, posture is the invisible multiplier. The perfect t-shirt on slouched shoulders broadcasts defeat. Shoulders back, chin level, core engaged, this costs nothing and multiplies the impact of every dollar spent on quality. Context awareness prevents mistakes. A premium t-shirt works at weekend brunch, casual client meetings, creative environments, date nights at relaxed venues. It fails at formal weddings, traditional corporate offices, fine dining requiring jackets. The final mindset shift: the t-shirt isn't casual by default, it's intentionally casual. Slow motion walk, confident stride. When everything is deliberate: fit, fabric, color, condition, styling, casualness becomes calculated confidence, not accidental sloppiness. You're not dressing down when you wear a t-shirt correctly. You're demonstrating that you understand context, that you respect situations enough to show up looking intentional, that casual doesn't mean careless. Every t-shirt in your closet should earn its place. If it's faded, stretched, pilled, or poorly fitted, eliminate it. Carrying dead weight in your wardrobe is carrying dead weight in how you present yourself to the world. Quality over quantity isn't a cliche, it's mathematics. 5 perfect t-shirts in rotation will serve you better than 20 mediocre options, creating decision fatigue and inconsistent appearance. The transformation isn't about becoming someone else. Mirror reflection: man examining himself with critical but kind eyes. It's about presenting the competent, intentional, dignified version of yourself that already exists. A man walks through his day in a perfectly fitted premium t-shirt, shoulders back, presence commanding, casual without carelessness. This is the weapon you've been overlooking. This is how the simple t-shirt stops ruining your style and starts building it.